The end of the year is a time of celebration, of holidays, of time with our friends, our families, our loved ones, looking back on what's important to us. But screw all that, let's talk about miniatures games. Woo! Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown, Necromundown. Necromunda 2025. A banger of a year, I would say.
It's been pretty good.
I don't know if I would quite... It's kind of weird. I don't know if I'd say it was an absolute banger of a year.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty darn good year for Necromunda.
It was pretty good.
Arguably, the year when Necromunda has gotten the most attention from Games Workshop.
Yep.
Enough that you and I actually got worried it was going to go mainline and therefore be subject to the constant problems, additional rotations.
Yeah, the 3-year rotation.
Oh god, no. That's what we were terrified. We want Necromunda to be just popular enough to get new stuff and just under the radar enough that nobody at Games Workshop screws with it. Right. Some attention you don't want.
Yeah.
But we got lots of it this year. The first thing we got was the Bone Dry and Broke Apocrypha, which is Really, the first thing we got was at LVO 2025. We got the new Nomads book preview.
Yep. The very first thing they did on January 17th was, hey, new book.
New book, new Nomads. Here's the thing, though. We weren't super hot on the new book.
It was very back and forth. It was kind of a side grade pseudo nerf.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't want to say nerf.
Nerf is a bad word.
Because they weren't great.
No.
And they got more stuff.
They weren't great. They had like one shtick they did super well.
Yeah.
They lost the one shtick and got much more well-rounded, but overall probably less powerful.
Yeah.
But probably more fun.
Yeah, I agree. Losing out on the trading post does suck, but
yes.
It's a step in the right direction for the entirety of the game. I'll take it.
Yeah. Around that same time, in very early March, we got the Prophet.
Yep.
Whom I will never not see because the beard is that one guy with the boot on his head.
Exactly.
He's the Prophet. Mm-hmm. We saw his model. He was the first indication of the book.
Yes.
His rules are great. Kind of. He's great for Khador, and he's basically impossible to kill, but he's purely a support character.
Exactly.
He doesn't actually do anything. We've also since figured out that the reliquary he carries is, spoiler alert, the actual thing that's making him what he is. The guy inside is completely irrelevant.
Yep. Is it the hat or no? It's the staff.
Yes, it's the reliquary he carries is actually mind controlling him to be a prophet. And when he dies in the new book, spoiler, someone else just picks it up and becomes the prophet again, and is just the same guy. Like it's clearly something that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also got, so I guess with the Ash Waste book wasn't super fun, but the models
were great.
Yes, we got the new melee infantry, which, despite not being very good in the Ash Waste because it's a melee model in the Ash Waste.
Yeah.
Run up and stab the Ridge Hauler, see what happens.
They don't even have access to the torch.
No, they don't, but you can run up and stab the Ridge Hauler with a poisoned knife and see what happens. We also got the new bugs.
Yep. So, good things in the increasing of their range, the variability of the faction.
Right.
That I like.
Right. We got Vandoff, the Fallen.
Vandoff, the definitely not Blood Angel.
Yeah, definitely not a Blood Angel. He's a Blood Angel, guys. The new models for the Abyssal Ferryman.
What was the other one? The Dwarf?
Yes.
Seeing the Dwarf there?
Yes, the Dwarf there. I forget his name. Hagthor. He's fine.
Yeah, I'm of course not a Dwarf fan.
Yeah, you're not a Dwarf fan.
I love it when my wrench is taller than me.
Then we got the Whisper Merchant and the Psychoteric Thrall. Whisper Merchants are really good.
Whisper Merchants are very strong, but they never show up.
Yeah, you really
board.
Don't want them to be in the board. And the Psychoteric Thrall is good for Delak.
Yeah.
But you really didn't need this model for him because you just need a guy.
Yeah, you just need a dude.
So, more Forge World miniatures, meh, they're fine. But the next thing we got back after that was the Enforcers.
Yes. The new Palanite stuff.
Right. So we got the new plastic kits, which was both the the long-awaited upgrade sprue, which then disappeared and is now back.
Is still long-awaited.
And the Palanite companions.
Yes.
Or not the companions, the basically the heroes.
Yeah.
For plastic, the Sergeants and stuff kit basically.
And the doggos.
And the Hardcase Mastiffs in plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Great to see another gang get a buff release in plastic. That was where we were almost worried that we were getting too much attention. But that didn't come true. As an Enforcer player, here's the thing. I actually don't like those models as much as the other Enforcers.
Really?
I don't like the coats. Have we talked about this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the coats. I like the guys who don't have the coats, though. I like the guys who don't have the coats a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the models came with Bastions of Law.
Which was another huge release.
Yes. Whereas we were kind of down on the Ash Waste Nomads book, Bastions of Law was straight 100% upgrade for everybody unless you wanted to play Outland.
Yeah, basically. Which, I mean, you didn't get worse, you just didn't get much better.
And everything else. No, they didn't get worse.
They did get worse?
Yeah, remember the Hive Scum no longer count towards your minimum people, so for buffing out your gang. So yeah, they actually got nerfed.
Yep.
But Enforcers are a real big boy gang now.
Yes. They're up there with all the main 6, and now Ash Wastes.
I mean, really, it's the main 9 now.
Yeah.
Because it's the main 6.
Did the Dwarf book come out before the Nomads book? Or did that also come out this year?
Yes, that was.
I wasn't sure if
that was end of late.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Nomads, Dwarves, and then, but it's Dwarves came last year.
Right. Yeah, Pal-Knights are a big boy game now. They also, of course, got the 2 Forge World releases for the Pal-Knights. There's actually 3 because we got a second wave.
Yeah.
We got the Companions, who are fine. They've got the Disintegration guns. They're not super great models, but we also got the Haunts.
Yes, and the Haunts are very... Okay, one of the... They both look cool.
They're both some of my favorite models they've ever made. One of them is actually good rules-wise.
Yes.
And the other one is...
Which really sucks, because I want the guy that punches.
Yeah, the punch guy looks amazing. Just use the punch guy as the telekinetic guy.
Yeah.
It's a dude in a suit. Who cares?
Yeah.
For the fall, which was the start of this last release, which was the Aranthian Succession conclusion. With the Aranthis book, we got our first new plastic hero in...
I think it's the
40 billion years?
Only plastic Personae. Oh, no, not the only, because we still have Scabs and...
Yes, Khal Jericho and Scabs were the others.
Khal Jericho and Scabs. As old as those models are now.
They still look fine.
No, they look great. They're just, they haven't... They were printed like 6-7 years ago.
Their rules are old.
I said 6-7. Oh, and also, with the release of this, we get the first, as far as I'm aware, plastic hangers on.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because we had brutes.
We've had plastic brutes.
But finally, the hangers on. And
this took too long.
Yeah, it really did. It took way too long. I'm going to say that with almost no exceptions, I like all of these better than their resin counterparts.
I completely agree. I think they all look amazing.
The Rogue Dock the resin Rogue Dock is very iconic.
I actually think I think it's the ammo jack. I like the original ammo jack better.
I did, but putting them together is a pain.
Oh, that's fair. I haven't done that.
Yeah, he's a pain to put together. He's not very fun to put together. He's just a guy with guns though, so that's kind of like the most generic.
That's true.
I like how this one's is like the tabard is made of bolter shells.
There's bullets, yeah.
Yeah, this took way too long.
Yep.
It's fantastic to see. It's fantastic. Honestly, the best part is you just buy one box instead of buying them for $30 a pop.
Yes.
And you just have one person in your gang buys this.
Yep.
And
I'm pretty sure this was like $40?
It's a $45 box.
$45 for
I think.
6.
I might be wrong, 50. But it's a normal box cost. Yeah. Which is, it's Games Workshop is still way too freaking expensive.
Yeah.
For a bunch of plastic bottles.
But it's way cheaper than buying 6 individual resin, actually 7 with the skull. Individual...
Did it again.
6 or 7 individual resin models.
Yeah, and yes, obviously, you and I are huge fans of kit bashing.
Yes.
We love kit bashing.
Love it.
We've kit bashed all of these models, I think. I have an ammo jack, I have this, I have that.
The only one I've actually done is the Rogue Dock.
Yeah.
The ammo jack, I'll usually just like, this guy with
a gun.
This guy with a plasma is the ammo jack.
You take an Orlok guy with a gun, that's your ammo jack.
Yeah, you're done.
And you can still do that.
Yeah.
This is the great thing about Necromunda.
There's nothing stop. You can kit bash with these models. They're plastic.
Mm-hmm. But I love all of them, and this was great to see. That's actually, like, as strong... This is kind of weird. I guess we'll finish up before we talk about it.
We'll
Azastium himself.
Also, interesting that he's plastic.
Yes.
Surprised he's not Forge World. Model is gorgeous. Rules are bananagrams. It's a little weird that he is a plastic Personae that is only usable in the last leg of one campaign.
Right. Now, he doesn't, I mean, spoiler, he doesn't really die. He has a phylactery of some sort. It's left vague. Kratos doesn't die. Kratos rescues his body corpse thing.
Yeah.
So he might show up again.
It's
he
true.
might be a recurring Saturday morning cartoon villain. In which case we'll get more use out of that.
Yeah.
But I really hope they're not doing this as like because they do sometimes do limited edition plastic miniatures.
That's true.
And if they're doing that with this guy, they've made a huge mistake and they're dumb.
Yes, I agree. Doing it for Necromunda, it's by itself sounds dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to sell very well if that's the case.
No, that would be. I really hope they don't do that. Of course, Ostium was not the only thing we saw in that one.
That's
we
true.
also saw his Caridid.
Which I think is very good.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's really what I'm talking about is the Justicars.
Ooh.
The
Yes.
Palinite Justicars.
And we've talked about this till the cows come home. Extremely divisive. You don't like them.
Well, here's the thing. I don't dislike them. They're just weird, and I don't like them.
That's fair. I really like the guy with the executioner with the big axe. I don't like the guys with the stupid, like, square hats.
See, I love them because of how dumb they are.
This tracks.
I don't like Judge Man. I hate Judge models.
Yeah, I don't like
I've never liked the Judge Wig thing. It
looks stupid.
My
We knew it looked
inherent
stupid back then.
anarchy apparently gives me contempt for the legal system.
Yes.
And anybody pretending to be a British judge.
Yeah. I don't like him either. The gavel is funny.
Yes.
I don't like that his servo skull has judge hair.
Like, yeah. So previously that was his predecessor, right?
Yeah.
Like, and just when you die, you become the servo skull for your next guy.
But why does he still have the hair? The hair,
Because it's surgically implanted into your skull. just like real judges.
just like real judges.
Yeah, you know, they drill it in there.
Yeah. Anyway, I think they look fine.
I can't look at that one without hearing Rah Rah Rasputin in my head every time I do.
That's true.
Necromunda's ubu bean. Like, I think it's a great addition, though. And our first plastic alliance kit.
True, and I hope that leads to more because I don't want to have my Forge World.
One of the reasons we don't play with alliance as much is because of the
Yeah. I've used alliances exactly twice. It was when I was dead last in a campaign and I asked the arbitrator if I could. And I just used models that I had that had the right weapon.
Yeah. I hope we see more of that because
agree.
I think I'd be more amenable to alliances if they're also. You always got to be like. There's always the problem of pay to win in Warhammer, right?
Yeah.
Like I am beating you because I can afford more models.
Yes, and it feels really bad.
And as the person who buys all the models, I still don't like that.
Yeah. I hope that this ends up leading to a book that is just alliances. Update alliances.
Ooh.
And come out with them in plastic.
They're not going to come out with multiple plastic boxes at once. Not for
No, not at once. They'll be like, here's the book, and also,
and then we get the last one 48 years later, just like we did
correct.
for the Psychoteric Thrall, who came out with Book of Shadows.
Yes, literally 2017.
Yeah. We also got new squats.
Yeah, new squats. They're champion.
Yeah, it's the champions box. The squats. And they're squats. They
certainly
look good.
are.
They have a little more character to them, just like the champions should.
Yeah. I like the little robots.
Yep, and the Exokin as well. They look fantastic. And of course, that ended up with Spire of Primus, the actual book itself.
Yes.
Which we just did a review on. You can watch it there. We like it.
Yeah.
It looks like a really fun campaign.
It looks very fun campaign-wise. It has interesting rules in the scenarios. It has interesting rules in the new models, like the psychers that you can now take, the new hanger-ons.
It manages to. The story is good in that it's good in the only way story in Warhammer can be without edition change, and therefore, like, there's always the status quo of Warhammer, right?
Yeah.
And the Aranthian Succession books have gone to great lengths to not actually upset the status quo that much for the average person until this book.
Yeah.
Like, Aranthius takes over and nothing really changes for a little bit because it's just like, keep playing your games, everything's fine. It's not until everything happens all at once, which is what this campaign is supposed to represent, kind of like the Corpse Grinder Cult's, the Dark Hunger campaign, what it was called, represents the
Harvest.
What was it?
Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest, yes. Dark Harvest represents the fall of a hive. Like, everything happens at once. And that was just that one hive, which they then, nuked or whatever. it ends in a way that is satisfying in the sense of like the status quo hasn't really changed, but also not everything has just been undone.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can keep playing your universe without like everything's totally different now. Buy new stuff.
I referenced it to the end of a season of a sitcom or something.
Yeah,
where it's like, okay, there's some different stuff, but everything's fine.
Road Rash fell in the beer, but his cousin came by and you can call him Road Rash too.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Beer Fest, watch Beer Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his cousin falls in the beer, but then
I forgot.
Road Rash falls in the drowns in the beer, and then his cousin is like, you can call me Road Rash, and he's kept me up with all your in jokes, so just pretend I'm the same person, and then they do. And that's the joke, is that it's like a character dies and literally nothing changes.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of Seinfeld where they're all in prison either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're pretty positive on the book overall. Our only spot of negativity in the book is the stupid thing in the web store which says while supplies last.
Yep. And hopefully that's not the case, because if this is the end of a multi-book campaign and they're like, get it while you can, that really sucks.
But wouldn't surprise me given the stuff that's happened with printing and them over the...
That's
why
true.
you should just sell me digital copies. Take the last copy, digitize it, and sell me a PDF if you're not going to make more copies.
Yeah.
Like, if you've already sold all the books, you're not going to print more, just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't... whatever. Now, it is only, at time of recording, the 17th of December.
Yes.
Ergo, in theory, we could see something. They did it to us last year.
that's true, they did. Because we can't record this on, like, December 31st.
I mean, we could, we're just not.
We're not gonna.
Sorry.
So, that was the year of 2025.
What is coming in the year of 2026?
I want a Colts book.
I want a Colts book too, Mitchell.
Wow. I didn't think you would.
Chaos has fallen behind
Yep.
as far as how Chaos is treated. Even Corpse Runner Colts are barely a big boy gang.
Yeah. They were never like a big boy. They
No.
were never in line with the main six, but they were in line with, you know,
They were
Nomads
auxiliary.
and they were
'Cause
auxiliary.
it used to be we had the main six, and then we had the expansion packs.
Yeah.
Of Enforcers, Enforcers, and Corpse Grinders.
Yeah.
And then Squats and Nomads fell into that.
Yeah.
And then you had not even the expansion pack, but the free LC. Like, nothing free. But
nothing free. But it was the like, oh, you already have these models. Yeah, you can use
you
them.
had the main 6 movies.
Yep.
Then you had the TV series. And then you had the animated shorts on YouTube.
Wow, that's pretty far.
Which was, Gene Stealer Cults.
Gene Stealer Cults.
Hellet Cults.
Hellet Cults.
Ogrins.
Ogrin. It's funny because Ogrins did get their own models, but they have seen absolutely nothing since then.
We got the one thing big at the end of last year. Or was that this year? I mean, did we skip over that? Didn't the Ogrins get a slight update?
I think that was in the one of the Apocryphas, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm counting.
Well, there was only one Apocrypha this year, and it was January 3rd or whatever it was.
Wow, you search Ogrin, you just get
You have 3
things, yeah. Anyway.
Is it that one?
No, it wasn't. So yeah, like basically, yeah, the not even the bite-sized gangs. It's just like you're not playing with a real gang.
No.
Outcasts, I guess, honestly, were probably the first of the gangs to really get added to be a main gang.
Yeah.
They're never going to be a full main gang.
Just because they're so varied in what you can
They're intentionally not a main gang.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, Venators.
Venators, yeah.
Venators became a real big boy gang with this year.
They updated and got cool stuff.
We forgot the Venator update. So do we want to talk about Venators and add it into what we talked about, or we just want to mention it here?
I mean, we can mention it here.
All right, Venators also got an update. We did a
Yes.
video on that. They're fantastic, and they're actually a real gang now.
I played Venators beforehand, and it felt really bad.
The only reason they're not a main... Let me see. The main gangs now would be the 6 mains.
Yep.
Enforcers. Nomads.
Mhm.
Squats.
Yes.
Outcasts, not really, so we won't count them.
Yeah.
Because
So I think it's 9.
So it's the main 9. Spryers are another full gang. So really, they're I guess it's main 10 now. The question
They've
is,
languished for too long.
do we have any other idea of what else is possibly on the horizon? Because I don't.
No. Other than updating the older gangs, which would be all the cults and Ogrins and stuff like that, it would be like out of the blue. I mean, I don't know any of the story.
No, because the story has reached an end point.
Yeah, it's reached a pinnacle.
Yeah.
And we had the Underhells that we kind of delved into, and that was a mystery that we were looking at. Maybe more Underhells?
Maybe, but even so, the Underhells were only part of the Aranthian succession story, really.
Yeah.
That's why they took place when they took place. It was very much a side thing, but it was only there because Lady Hera had to go to Hive Secundus to go get something.
But there's still some weird, like, experimentally stuff down there that could potentially be found. But man, I cannot think of, like, logically where they would go. I could see them doing the, like, a full Beastmen gang, like taking something that already exists in the universe and making something out of it
and extrapolating it to the extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we got that was Spryers, I guess.
Yeah.
Which was something old that existed and that they remade.
Squats was like you had the occasional squat character,
and they remade that.
And they remade it into a full gang.
It's full concept. Beastmen, they could do that with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what Venators are, and honestly, that's kind of what Outcasts are supposed to be.
Yeah, true.
It'd be great if we got a kit for it.
Yeah. Getting a kit for the stuff that doesn't have a kit.
But we haven't gotten 40k Beastmen in anything since Blackstone Fortress.
No.
So I wouldn't count on that.
Well, no, that's not true. Kill Team.
Oh, right. We got the Fulgur Ravagers. I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still out there.
Possible.
And that's honestly, the Fulgur Ravagers kit is the best source of your Necromunda Beastmen that you're ever going to get.
100%.
Just like the one Dark Commune box is the best
yeah.
Necromunda Chaos box. I don't know what else is lurking in the depths of Necromundan lore.
Yeah.
There's Ratkin. Which are not Skaven.
Yeah, Rat. What are they called? Are they just Ratkin?
I think it's called Ratkin. It's whatever Scabs is.
Yeah. The gnomish.
Yeah.
Types.
They're gnomes with skin diseases.
Is it Ratlings?
No, Ratlings is
the.
Hobbits.
Oh yeah. You're right.
The Ratlings are halflings.
I was thinking of that.
No, yeah, that's what you're thinking of. No, there's another name for it. There is the kind of semi-beastman thing, almost semi-rat-like things.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Rat skins or something like that.
I think rat skin sounds familiar.
That might be it. Yeah, they're not rats, but they are kind of like a mutant kind of thing. So yeah, more mutant gangs.
Yeah.
I can't think of what else is lurking in there that they could dig up, but I didn't know anything about Spryers. So.
True, because that was old school, like metal Spryer models from the late 80s or whatever.
But I hope we get a Cults book.
That's the one thing I want this year is I want an update to the Cults.
Let's get some more chaos in Necromunda.
Yeah,
we've had our psychic weird dude. We've had our Gene Stealers.
We've had Xenos. We had Psyker.
Let's get some. We've had our religious weirdos with a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some chaos in there and get some spiky.
Which is weird to hear from you because you're not a chaos guy.
No, but I could be.
True.
I like chaos.
If they were
stuff.
Cool enough.
Yeah, I like chaos when they're cool enough. They're just very rarely cool enough for me.
It's true. Nope, Space Marine gang. You get 2 Space Marines.
Gag.
They activate 5 times.
Gag me with a spoon. We have a Space Marine. It was whatever his name was.
That's true.
I don't remember his name.
But it starts with a V and
I wanted to say Vashtor, and that's not it.
Not Vashtor.
Vashtor just shows up.
I was going to say give me demons, but then they would definitely glass the planet.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, demons are not. I mean, demons show up in,
It's also not a gang. They wouldn't, like a demon going to the trading post doesn't make any sense.
Hello.
Puts his suit and glasses on.
It's clearly 3 demons, 3 nerdwings in a trench coat.
I still do it.
All right. Well, that's what I hope for.
Yes, that's what I hope for is a cult book.
Let us know below what you're hoping for.
What you're hoping for. What you think is going to happen if there's some more stuff.
What is your favorite pull from the deep lore?
Yeah.
Squid people from Dalak?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
mean, Dalak has gotten a few things recently, but they lost some love in the Ash Waste when they just got absolutely nothing. So I could see the next.
They got a rogue dog out of that.
They did. I could see them getting something in whatever comes up next. But it also wouldn't surprise me if they just completely ignored them again.
Yeah, Dalak are of all the main gangs.
Yeah,
Dalak need the most help.
Yeah,
as we talked about in our gang book. But you let us know below what you think, and we will talk to you next year.
Bye-bye.
Unless something really cool happens.
Then we got to interrupt.